Hi, this is Kristen here with another process video, and today I'm going to be working with Color Rush Studios April kit. It's called Funny Bunny, and when I got the kit, I saw this paper with the cute little teacups on it and thought of all the tea parties that I've had with my daughter and wanted to do a layout of us having a little tea party together. And so the back side of this paper is that yellow plaid, and so I decided to just messy rip it, and I'm going to kind of create a border with both of those papers on the top and the bottom. So I'm just getting those adhered down on the bottom. I'm kind of creasing them back just to kind of give it a little bit more texture. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this top part. The background paper is actually called Gingham Love 2, and it's a memory place paper. These tags that you see me working with and that are on the left-hand side of the picture, they came in Color Rush, in the Color Rush kit as well. And they were just a paper of tags that you had to cut apart. I also did take a hole puncher and punch a hole through the eyelet part of it. So now I'm just going to try to determine what I want to mat my picture on. And so you just see me kind of trying out some different pieces here. I've decided to use this paper to mat my photo on. That came in the kit as well. And it's kind of light blue, similar to the background of the teacup blue. And so I thought that that would tie that in together really well. So I'm just going to get it adhered down. I'm also distressing the tags a little bit. Now I did notice in this kit that the paper was a little bit thinner, so I'm trying to be really careful so as to not rip the tags. The kit also came with these really cute die-cut teacups, and so I decided I want those stacked up next to the photograph and kind of like in a, where they're kind of tipping over, kind of wonky. I decide I like where I have things placed, and so I'm going to go ahead and get my photograph adhered down first. And now I'm going to go ahead and start getting the tags adhered down. But first I wanted to look and see if I wanted to use some of the frazzle that came in the kit. And I felt like that it was just too big, like it kind of covered up the background a little bit too much. So I've kind of pivoted away from that, but I do end up adding some thread later. So now I'm just going to get these tags placed where I want them. I have to kind of peel this one up because I did tape it down too far. These flower die cuts also came in the kit. So I'm just going to get that adhered down there. And then this flower as well on the bottom. And then I decided to pop up the teacups on some foam. And so I do that off camera just so you don't have to watch it. And so now I'm just going to get them placed on the page how I like them. The die cut set came with a couple more additional teacups, but I've set those off to the side for future projects. I'm just going to go ahead and get these tags tucked in up here. And I kind of distress the end of them just so that they look a little bit, they match the other tags. And then here's where I pull out the thread. And I'm just trying to go with like the natural curves of the thread, so I'm not fighting against it. I go ahead and get all of this glued down after I get it placed how I like it, just to ensure that it kind of stays where I like it. And then I go ahead and also do the same thing at the top here where I put thread through these tags too. And I went ahead off camera. I had adhered down some glitter pieces. Those came in the kit as well. And then added a couple more little flowers. Once I finished with the layout, I just decided I wanted a little bit more bling on there. Here are some close-ups. I'll include the link for this kit. And I appreciate you watching again.